Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now. And guess what? This is the finals of tonight's Let It Ride. We have got $5 on the line. One of these two Terran players will be taking it home. Potentially, actually, they could double it for next week. Let It Ride, that was always fun. But it is going to be Memory versus Vex. Who out there is excited for the Terran versus Terran? We've got VRL Energizer is definitely happy. He says, TvT incoming. I'm actually pretty excited for this. I like TvTs. I like this new mech style play. Can be tons and tons of fun. Switching out that mass tank, mass marine for mass Hellion, mass tank, mass marine, mass Thor, mass air. But tons of fun. Drakeus saying he wishes there was a Z in there. I bet Drakeus, I bet you are also wishing there was a denial in there. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Well, let's take a look here. We do have Vex spawning down here in the bottom right as our green Terran. And Memory spawning as our teal Terran. Up here in the top left. Oh, these guys out on live stream are so much fun. Yeah, Denial is off eating steak. He's got another fan, if you will, buying him a steak dinner tonight. So that's pretty cool. I wish I had friends like that just called me up and say, hey, can I buy you some steak dinner? And Drakius really sad that he cannot be with his favorite Terran / Zerg player. Let's take a look. Vex going to be tossing down his barracks here, and there goes the barracks for Memory. Look at that. Fairly similar openers here from both of these guys. Looks like almost identical building placement, really, when it comes down to it. That's actually kind of funny. But this is, oh man, I am so excited for this play. We've got two platinum level players here. I assume they're both platinum. Let me go and make sure. Actually, I don't think I've checked in just a little while. Let's check out here on the website. Oh no, Memory is gold still. However, he is from Germany. And he's a good player, man. You cannot underestimate this guy. Plays a lot on the European server. Alright, but single gas so far, and what is he going to be tossing down here? But a factory. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What's Vex going to be doing? This is about decision time for Vex as well. He is instead going to be tossing down a supply depot. I'm just kidding, he's putting down a factory as well. So basically the same openers at this time. The only difference we've got at this point is just some slight timing differences. So this is going to be super interesting. Now, notice that Vex is going to be holding this watchtower in the center, going to be looking for any early pressure. But we're about to have the factory complete here for Memory, and this is going to be another determining factor. Look at this, going straight for the tech lab here. And it's going to be Blue Flame. Woohoo. Got to love the Blue Flames. So potentially some Blue Flame drops maybe at the mineral line. We'll see what's going to happen here, but this could be really, really fun. Yeah, duh, you play out on the European server. Do you find that the European server is a little bit more competitive here than the American server? Be interested to know what you think about that. Talk to Totoro about the Korean server and ask him what he thinks about the Korean server. In fact, just tell him, Totoro. Just tell him what league you are here in the American server and what league you are on the Korean server. Looks like there's the starport here. We got another starport here for Vex as well. He is going to be getting out a medevac. Notice that he's doing essentially the same thing here, except getting tanks out. Tanks and marauders, which is not a bad play here, but he is going to have to be prepared for some Hellions. These Hellions going to be massing here in the center of the map. Switching. Look at all this switcheroo. Gotta love it. Now we've got a factory on a reactor, so going to be pumping a lot more Hellions, it looks like. Now, this is probably a good thing for Vex. Vex going to be getting out siege tanks. Tanks can handle those Hellions pretty stinking well when it comes down to it. But not if they're at the front of the base and the Hellions are in the back. And we are about to see a drop, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath. It is coming almost immediately. Here comes the Blue Flame Hellion drop from memory. Right in the center here. Oh, wow. Nice reaction time from Vex, but he did lose a great deal there. Now, is Memory going to evacuate this position, or is he going to continue to hold here? Oh, he's trying to kill. Look at that. Clutch Vex picking up his SCVs in the medevac. Unbelievable play. That was absolutely beautiful. Got to love that micro from Vex. I love that clutch save there. My goodness, I'm giving Vex, I'm giving you a high five right now, brother. That was phenomenal. Very, very good stuff. And here comes the Banshees. We do have Cloak about to complete as well, so we are transitioning, as is standard, from Blue Flame Hellion Harass into Cloak Banshee Harass. Actually, both at the same time now. Memory on a roll, my goodness. Scan going to go down. Is there enough AA here to deal with this Banshee? Oh my goodness. No, it is not. And this Banshee going to have free reign here for just a moment. Oh, Cloak Banshees can be so stinking difficult to deal with. Do we have... Oh man, he needs to get some detection out. Here he comes. This Cloak Banshee still wailing away here. Now not cloaked and still wailing away. Got to get some Marines in here to deal with this guy. Oh, that'll work. Vikings work as well. And goodbye, Banshee. But nice job there from Memory. He has really, really put the hurt on his opponent. Check the units tab for just a moment. Vex down to 12. 13 SCVs now to his opponent's 32. If you don't know, that is actually a big difference at this stage in the game. And it is just going to be brutal, brutal, brutal for Vex to try and pull off a comeback here. But he does have his siege tanks. He might be able to defend here for just a little while and try and turtle up. I do like that he's going to be getting out some more air units. I'd like to see him doing that as soon as he gets his economy back online. But at this point, he really has to just focus on getting his economy roaring, roaring, roaring. So he's doing exactly that. You can see he's already up to 17 SCVs now. But here comes a push from Memory. Looks like he's going to be cruising out across the map. 2 Banshees. They do have Cloak, as well as a great deal of Blue Flame Hellions. Yikes. He has that. There are 9 Hellions. There is a siege tank here. A couple units. But, these Marines are going to evaporate. Marauder won't take long to go down either. I don't know. This is going to be a tough attack to hold off. What can I say? These Vikings, good placement right now for them. Good snipe there from Vex. Doing a great job. Going to put down another missile turret here. Look at this. Memory going to back out here. Sees that Vex is really serious about taking this down. So Memory going to regroup. Probably going to rethink his tech pattern here. Looks like he is doing that already. Going to be getting out quite a few tanks. And not going to go for any air at this point. He's got his air, his starport just floating. Look at this. Vex trying to mount a counterattack here. Of some kind. At least going to be maintaining some map control, which I think is a great idea at this point. And I do like that he's catching up economically to his opponent, but there's a lot of tanks here right now for memory. This is just going to be so difficult to deal with. Can't break this line yet. He's really just going to have to get aggressive economically, I think, at this point. Sit back in a defensive position and just try and make it happen for a little while. Maybe even deny some expands. That would probably be a smart move. Take an expand himself at this point and then just deny some expansions. Really focus on that kind of harassment style of play for just a little while. I mean, he could go ahead and drop, but look at the defenses here. I mean, Memory is dead serious about keeping folks out of his base. Well, not really here. There's no missile turrets here. Here come some Hellions. Oh, these guys are going to get roasted. Oh my goodness, Vex. Keep these guys under control. There we go. I don't know. XA89X. We'll just call you 89, I guess. Tell us what you want to be called, I guess. That'll be even better. But I don't know how Memory didn't finish him. He's asking this question out on the live stream. Memory was in just phenomenal shape for quite a while and really could have done it, I think. Just needed to switch out of these Hellions a little faster, maybe. A89. You got it. But now we've got some serious movement. Look how many tanks we've got. We do have some air superiority. Well, not superiority, but some air here that's going to help him spot that, spot the high ground, as well as increase that sight range of the siege tanks. Very, very effective play here. But he's backing out. Looks like he's, I don't know. I thought that would probably have gone pretty well. Set some tanks up. I don't know. Double expand from Memory, though. Look at this. He's putting an expand down here and here. This one complete. Gonna get to mining that with mules right away. Vex. Ooh, nice job, Vex. Gonna be a little bit pesky here. I'm liking that quite a bit. But this is the point where Vex has got to be expanding himself, so... There he goes. Nice job. That's what we need to see. Looks like he's trying to get in here, but not going to happen. Ooh, nice play. Getting these guys down on the low ground. Ooh. Vex doing a pretty decent job here with these units. Here come the Hellions. Now it's time to evacuate. Oh my goodness, Marines, what are you doing? Get the heck out of there. A couple more shots and they'd all been dead. Stimming forward here to try and take out some Vikings. Not a bad idea, but it is time to back out, it looks like. Just for a moment. Expand for Vex about to be up and running. The trouble is Memory going to be on a solid 4-base play here. We do have a planetary fortress here. This is just going to be so difficult to break. A lot of Hellions, lots and lots and lots of tanks. Good air support. I don't know. This is just going to be difficult. Looks like we're going to be elevatoring up to the high ground here. There's two tanks getting lifted up onto the high ground. Memory going to be pressing this attack from the backside of his opponent's main. Vex cruising out here. Is he going to flank this army, or is he going to base trade? No, he is going to indeed try and flank. Oh, Marines. Ouch. About half of those suckers just went down to that tank fire. So many tanks here for Memory. He's just going to be leapfrogging forward here at this point. But this is definitely tank wars at this point in this game. Engineering bay about to go down. Vex sustaining a lot of losses at this point. Just leapfrogging forward here with a lot of tanks. Oh, these tanks going down. Here comes another attack. These Hellions going to get in here to the mineral line. How's this attack going? Looks like he might be trying to push forward here a little bit more. Looks like he is. Hellion's going to be cruising back up here, it looks like. It's going to be difficult to deal with this planetary fortress. He needs to just get a couple Banshees in there, I think, or set some tanks up out of range of the planetary. But look at this army now up in the middle of the main here. All the unit producing structures still here at risk. Tanks getting into position here. Looks like this expand going to have some trouble. Well, this attack going pretty stinking well here. Down goes that expand. Memory still pushing this attack. Can't really move these guys forward. They would be already in range of these tanks. Look at this. One or two command centers extra being built here just in case he needs them for Memory. And there's the GG from Vex. Well played there from both of these individuals. We'll be going into game number 2 here in just a moment. Don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG Zelnog Caverns Game 2 in this best of 5. In tonight's finals for the Let It Ride tournament of our Gold Plat players, we've got Memory going up against Vex. And Memory taking down game number 1 with pretty phenomenal style. I mean, it took him a long time, I think, but he really won that game very, very early on with his Hellion Harass and his Banshee Harass. Just extremely well done. Now, this is Memory's map pick, Vex's map pick at this point. So hopefully this is exactly what he wants at this, this juncture, and is going to be able to take down game number 2. Would hate to see the pressure go on him for game 3, where he just can't lose. You know what I mean? But we also want Memory to have a good time as well. So, yeah, whoever wins, whoever wins. I guess we won't get picky, but I love it when we go to Game 5 in the finals. Let's take a look. Memory going to be spawning at the top left, or top right-hand corner, rather, and Vex spawning down in the bottom left. Both of these guys are going to be working on a little wall-off with a supply depot. And probably barracks. Yes, it is. Barracks for both players. Vex going to be putting his slightly back. Looks like he's not really as much worried about the wall up as he is for having room to put down his tech lab or reactor, whichever it's going to be. We shall see. Single gas going down for both players, though, it looks like. At this point, pretty standard timings. What is this guy going to be doing? Double racks. Memory going to be getting a little tricky here. Are we going to see some very early pressure? It could very well be. Oh, the score, A89, is 1 in favor of Memory. And so this is game 2. And look at this, double barracks for Vex as well. Now, Memory hiding his here for just a little while. We do have a tech lab going down. Looks like he's going to be getting out a Reaper. And look at this. Vex doing the same thing. I'm loving this. These guys are just mirroring each other at this point. Both of them seem to already know this build and are going to be executing it at just about the same time. We do have a little bit of an SCV battle. Look at these guys fighting. My goodness. Vex coming out the slight winner so far. Epic. Epic. Look at this guy running away. He's like, I'm going to get some scouting information. If I have to do something. Here he goes up the ramp. Before he dies. Doesn't quite make it. Oh well. But look at this. The Reapers he kept in the back. He didn't want to reveal the tech. However, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it is going to be Reaper versus Reaper battles here for just a little while. Lonely says mirror race build. Next thing you know, they're related and twins. Oh, look at this. These guys splitting up. Vex making a critical error here. Is going to be losing one of his Reapers. 2 Reapers headed off in this direction. 3 Reapers here for Memory. This is, oh, wow. What is this? Like a Reaper base trade or something? What do you call this? Oh, a Marauder here for the clutch. Going to, oh, look at that. He attacked his own barracks. It's like stinking Reapers. I'm going to shoot my barracks. But these guys going to have to back out. Here comes the Reaper harass for Vex. Is Memory going to have the same nice deal? Oh my goodness, having to pull probes or drones, or how about SCVs? That's what we call them. Nice micro, stalling a lot of mining here for Memory. This is definitely costing Memory a lot right now. Wow, and this Reaper still holding on to his life. Oh, down he goes. One of these SCVs getting a kill. Nice micro here from both of these players. Memory back on target here with his command center. Let's check the units tab and see where we're at. Memory is behind economically in a very severe way at this point. 7 minutes into the game. You really need to have a rocking and rolling economy. Vex going to have a command center here. Look at that. He's super mining this refinery. It's nice. And he's about to be flying this sucker out, I assume, with now that it is an orbital command. Going to be putting down more barracks and a Ghost Academy. Unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Lonely's making fun of me for not figuring out what these guys are called. I called them probes and drones before I called them SCVs. Instead, what I'll do in the future, how's this for a workaround, if you will? Let's call them harvesters. Huh? It doesn't matter which race we're looking at. We'll just call them harvesters. Here comes some more harass, though. Look at this. Memory going to be trying to do the same type of deal. Is going to stall some mining here. Getting a decent amount of kills out of this. 3 kills on that one. 4 kills on that one. 5. Pretty solid. And down they go. Units tab shows that Memory's still behind. My goodness. Did he get loose some more? Looks like there was another harass. Another, yeah. Lonely says from now on he's going to call everything mules. That makes sense. I like it. Or slaves. Maybe we'll just call them slaves because that's what they are. Poor guys. But this Ghost Academy, I wonder. Let's check the vision here. Has he seen the Ghost Academy? Look at this. Memory is not aware of the Ghost Academy, so that's kind of interesting. And here goes the expand for Memory. The expand for Vex already up and running here. Notice that he's just trying to use a lot of mules here and keep the SCV count low because there is that big threat of Reapers coming in there and just brutalizing him. But we do have a Ghost cruising out across the map. There's 3 of them on the field right now for Vex. Where's the other ones? Can't find them. Oh, I sure don't know. There's one. We'll watch him for just a moment. Oh, there they are. There they are. These guys already in position. And no nukes, but ghosts are cool. Give me the sit trap with these guys just kicking it. Vex pushing this attack, skirting the defenses of Memory here, I think is a wise choice. Looks like he did misrally some of these guys, though. Oh, taking that down. Pretty good. Oh, my goodness. Memory about to be in a little bit of trouble. Is he going to be able to hold on here? He's got a tank out, but the siege tech on the way right now, so not quite complete. Not going to help him quite yet. Needs to get this tank over there anyway. This is the position he needs to be in. He can't be losing his wall in quite yet. Oh, goodness. It would have been better to engage there at the ramp, I think. But it does not matter. It is way too much for Memory to deal with here in Game 2. Vex looking to take down Game number 2, and yes, he does. There's the GG for Memory. We're going to be going into Game 3. The score is now 1-1. Going to be tons and tons of fun. Don't alt tab. Always alt Starcraft. We will see you guys in Game 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we've got live tournament action coming at you right now. This is game number 4 in tonight's finals of the Let It Ride tournament. Vex versus Memory. Currently 2-1 in favor of Vex. And boy, this has been a really fun Terran versus Terran matchup. These guys have got something different just about every single game. Pretty interesting play styles from both of these guys. Now, let's take a look. It's going to be far cross positions here on MLG's Tall Dareem Altar. Memory going to be spawning down here in the bottom right as Teal. And Vex spawning as Army Green up here in the top left. Big map. Oh, this could be interesting. Big wide open center. I don't know. It might be a lot of tank play. We shall see. But Memory did choose this map. He lost that last game. And we'll see if he's going to what he's got going for us. Is he going to be working on a wall off here? Yes, he is. There goes the supply depot. Vex not going to be worried about that quite yet. Just going to toss the supply depot down right behind the mineral line. Back to the mineral line. Just heard that song. Boy, I can't sing tonight. Yikes. Usually I'm actually a pretty good singer sometimes. Yeah, you love it the most, duh. We are definitely going to be seeing some tank play. Well, actually, not definitely. I don't know for sure yet, but there's a great possibility on this big wide open map. I do have a barracks going down here for Vex. No barracks quite yet for Memory, but we do have the refinery gone down for Memory and saturating it right away. There goes the barracks. Oh, wow. Energizer. 3 a.m. You're in Germany. Brutal stuff. Don't tell him that, duh. You stay up if you want, Energizer. We'd love to have you, brother. But the barracks is going to be going down in pretty decent time. We do have this barracks complete for Vex. Got a Marine on the way. Command center morphing into an orbital command already. I like Vex's timings on this. He's actually fairly fast. It's got pretty crisp timings. Memory, not that they're bad timings, it's just slightly behind what you see from Vex. Yeah, there you go, Energizer. He wants to see Memory take down the win here. Don't blame him. He's got to go on a 2-game rush right now, though. It is match point essentially for Vex at this, at this juncture. So got to take it down, but we do have a factory going down for Memory right away. And probably going to be the same thing here from Vex. Yes, it is. Factory. And we are going to probably see... I don't know. I mean, we could see a Banshee tank push with Marines. I don't know. Maybe Banshee harass, Hellion harass. Who knows? Maybe we could see anything at this point. But tanks do seem like a logical choice. Sometimes, don't they? Tech Lab going to be completing and switching out immediately, so probably Blue Flame Hellions, maybe? Or he's going to go straight for tanks. Nope, there's Hellions and Blue Flame. Cool, so see, look at that. Look at that, duh. Crying out there on the live stream. Not going to see tanks quite yet. Not going to see tanks quite yet. So it is going to be Blue Flame Hellions right off the bat. Let's take a look at what Vex has got going for us. He's just got Marines at this point. Now, this is not going to be good for him if these Blue Flame Hellions catch up over here too quickly. He's going to need an answer for Blue Flame Hellions. Does have a starport on the way. Starport on the way for Memory as well. Going to be putting down a bunker. Now that's a nice move here. That will help him hold off those Hellions a little bit. And some Hellions now in a forward position. Probably going to see a couple more on the way. There's one and maybe a second or a third. Well, maybe a fourth, I guess. And there's number 4. Looks like he's going to go with 4 Hellion harass. Is he going to be getting out a medevac? Indeed he is. Do have a bunker here for him as well. Now let's see. We do have this bunker here. A couple Marines. We just don't have much really to speak of to deal with this. He is going to be getting out this Banshee. If he keeps this in a defensive position, he should be okay. But the Hellion's going to be cruising out across the map here. Are they going to wait for the medevac? It looks like they may. And here comes the Banshee. Now look at this. Isn't this going to be interesting? Is he going to see this medevac? Looks like these guys are about to crash mid-air. Now, if I were Vex, I would turn around, I think, at this point. With that Banshee, he's probably going to need it. Oh, I don't know. It's just so difficult sometimes. But he does have this Viking. Maybe he can snipe this medevac while it's got all the Hellions in it. Now, that would be awesome. Get over there, Viking. You better start looking, buddy. Oh, you're behind. You better start looking. Oh, my goodness. Here comes the drop. Oh, memory. Nice response time here. He did catch this. Oh, is he going to lose? He's got this tank in position. Oh, my goodness. And all of the harvesters going down. Ouch. Ouch. Absolutely brutal. Look at these guys still going to work. And those losses are just humongous. And memory going to be going for cloak. Going to be following that up with cloaked banshees here. Now Vex trying to get some stuff done here with this Banshee, but look at this. Memory very quick to get his missile turret up there. Here comes the Cloak Banshee for Memory, and we are having Banshee wars at this point. Cloak Banshees, super effective, and look at all this mining. Just absolutely not getting done here for Vex. He is in dire straits at this point. He does have air superiority, but my goodness, I mean, he just cannot be mining at this point. Units tab going to show he is down to 7 SCVs, some of which are mining gas of all things. Yuck. There goes the scan. Finally, he's like, oh my goodness. Getting that guy out of my house. Vex now has got a lot of work to do. He has got to get these guys up and running. Back on some mining. Was not able to get much done in his opponent's base. Look at Memory's base. He is mining like crazy. About ready to take and expand, and he has got more than enough SCVs to do that. Oh, Memory in just phenomenal shape right now. That means I'd say he's definitely ahead at this point, and he is going to be potentially taking down game number 4, tying up the score at 2-2. So right now it's Vex. Vex has got 2 wins. Memory has got 1 win. Look at that solid build, though. He's got, look at his Ravens and everything. Oh, Hellions like crazy. Nice looking build here from Memory. He's going to be securing another base here in just a moment. He hasn't even secured his natural yet, but look at this little army, small detachment here from Vex. Looks like he's going to try and keep his opponents in his base if at all possible, which I think is an okay choice, but he's really got to be focusing on, oh no, he's not. No, he's pulling SCVs. This is all in. Last-ditch effort from Vex. And the Banshee's about to go down. Look at this. We've got a Raven in here. Here comes the last bit of effort here from Memory to hold on, and it looks like he will be able to do so. There's not tons here. This tank is still happily whapping away, but all this air units here for Vex about to go down. And the trouble is, I mean, Vex not been able to do much mining. He's just using mules at this point to try and get this done, to get himself back in this game. Got more Vikings on the way here for Memory. Pretty solid. Definitely going to help him out. And Vex about to be in a lot of trouble. Absolutely. Memory in phenomenal shape. Now, this push actually for Vex did go better than I expected. Kind of half expected Memory to hold that off in a little bit more style. But, I mean, I guess with that repair, those SCVs being able to repair, really makes that push a lot more effective. So, pretty solid. Plenty of mining going on here, and look at this. Memory going to be sneaking by. Going to go mount a little counter attack here. Obviously going to go straight for the mineral line here. Oh, brutal. And that is just, oh, so much loss here for Vex. Wow, cleaned it up pretty decent. Kept a lot of his SCVs. Now all these guys back to work. We do have some Banshees cruising out here, but look at this force here for Memory. He has just got so much. I think Memory definitely going to be able to take this down. All it is when is he going to move out? That's the only question I think at this point. This Banshee's going to be going down. Vex getting into the mineral line there, racking up a decent amount of kills. Looks like he's going to have to back out here. Here comes detection, and here comes Vikings. Look at how many tanks Memory's got. And now it looks like he's about ready to start moving out here. This is just an absolutely brutally sized force. Maybe. Oh, man, he's got the force. I'll tell you what, man. This is a great time to be moving out. But he is trying to keep his opponent on his back. I think he could probably just keep going for some more Hellion drops, potentially. But look at this, man. These mineral patches getting very, very low here. Vex going to have to start looking for another base. This is probably his best bet. And here comes some serious movement. Memory got a lot of Hellions, Blue Flame Hellions, cruising out across the map here. And just a couple tanks, it looks like. So probably some decent siege support, I'm guessing. Just a little siege support. Oh, wait a second. No, that's all tanks. And yeah, that's basically his whole attack here. And it's going to go extremely well for him. Yeah, and nice air support. Plenty of Vikings here. Marines stemming forward to their death and then running back before doing any damage. Less effective. Vex, just a slight misclick there as those guys move forward. And there's the GG from Vex. Good job, Memories. Evening up the score. We are about to be going into game number 5. Press 1 if you love game 5. We are going to have tons and tons of fun. Don't alt tab. Stay right where you are. Always alt Starcraft. We will see you guys in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now on Nezarene Crypt at the request of Vex? Yeah, it was Vex. Yeah, I remember he won the last game. And this is game 5 in tonight's finals. So we are geared up to find our winner of the evening. Who is it going to be? Vex or Memory? Again, Terran versus Terran. Look at this. Vex going to be spawning down here in as the green Terran in the bottom right-hand corner. Top left, we're going to find Memory, so good cross positions here. I like this map. It's actually a pretty decent map that Blizzard put out. It does have these 4 Xel'Naga towers in close proximity to each other, so if you take one, you can see it. The vision just barely crosses right through the center of the other, so you half the time you can see if somebody else is holding the tower. Well, actually all the time. You just don't necessarily see the unit. If they're standing here, then you see that the tower is up, but you don't see what unit is holding it, so it's kind of cool. But Memory going to be working on a slight wall off here. Same thing for Vex. Now, before you guys, after this game, don't leave. We're probably going to have some more streaming going on. We'll still, if you want Drakius, we'll do that show match if you'd like. That'll be kind of fun. As well as Swift will be probably taking over the live stream and doing some pro streaming. So he's a phenomenal master level player, so you guys can kick it and watch that guy play some either ladder games, or if you want, I can do the casting and we can do some more show matches, stuff like that. So let me know what you guys want, and we'll have some fun. Barracks going down for both of these players. Gas going down here. Here comes the scout for Memory. And we've got the command center going straight for the orbital command. Pretty effective. And look at this, though. Memory finishing his just a little faster there. Same thing as we said before. Memory seems to have really got that timing, those timings down on that. Gets everything pretty crisp. But solid play from both of these players so far. It is 2-2. I mean, both of these guys taking games off each other. A lot of back and forth, and I love it when it comes down to this. One game, going to decide who was going to take down tonight's $5 prize. What are we building here? A factory for Vex. And a factory for Memory. Same old, maybe. There's the second gas for Vex, going down fairly early, so he's definitely going to be teching a little bit here. Might be some Blue Flame Hellions, might be some Banshees, might be both. We'll see what it's going to be. There's the starport. There's the tech lab, so probably some Cloak Banshee. A lot of Marines out right now for Memory, but there's the starport for him as well. Got this factory working on some Hellions here. No Blue Flames quite yet. Just getting out the Hellions at this point. But didn't build any, it doesn't have any add-ons on this barracks. There's his first add-on, and it's a tech lab on the factory, so probably going to be for some Blue Flame, I'm guessing at this point. Either that or he's going to move the starport over and go for some Cloak Banshee. Looks like that's what it's going to be. Let's take a look back here. We do have a Viking coming out. Nice. And siege tanks. Look at that. Siege tech on the way here for Vex. lot of Marines here. Looks like Vex is going to be going for a one-base push. There's the Hellion for memory. Going to be securing this watchtower for just a little while. And there's our Banshee. Cloak already on the way. Where's our other Banshee? Didn't he already get it out? Guess not. Started the Cloak first, but Banshee about to pop. Looks like he's going to be cruising out across the map straight to his opponent's base. Going to be a Viking over here for interception, though, so that's nice. Double Vikings here for Vex, looking to see if there's any Banshees. However, memory moving it down far enough where it's not going to be spotted. Does have Cloak complete, and he is going to be out of position to deal with this. But look at this Hellion getting into the base. He's already got 2 kills. Going to stop there, that's for sure. And here comes the Cloak Banshees, already cloaked, ready for action. And flying right on top of the missile turret, and down he goes. Now let's take a look here at this attack. Looks like this Cloak Banshee going to be playing defensive role for just a moment. Do have these tanks trying to whap away at these bunkers. More tanks here for memory. Now Vex in pretty good position here. He's got this air superiority, which is really going to serve him well. Those Cloak Banshees won't be able to get too close to him, especially with detection about to be on the field there in the form of static defense missile turret. Gotta love that. Cleaning that guy up super quick. Missile turret is going to be going down. It's going to save Vex all of his chronos. I mean, not chronos, but all of his energy. So you can be utilizing the mules more often. Not bad play there at all. Oh, look at that. Remember, he did blast it away with his tank, so that was nice. That air superiority, oh my goodness, it makes such a difference. Giving enough vision so these tanks are shooting at maximum range. Got to love that. Looks like this orbital command will be getting the heck out of the way before it starts on fire. Four Vikings now for Vex. It's just going to be difficult for memory to try, to get out enough air units at this point to really be super effective against this little army. So this contain here for Vex absolutely going to be working. Looks like he's going to be securing his expand behind this. I think is an extremely wise move here at 12 minutes into the game. And his opponent definitely going to be stuck on this one base play for just a little while. Oh, wow. Oh, memory falling apart here. It's looking like Vex going to be taking it down because look at this. I mean, he's got so much air units. There's no way memory is going to be able to get rid of these Vikings. That means these tanks are always going to be shooting at maximum range, which means they can be leapfrogging forward here. It's exactly what they're doing. He can move. He can just take another tank and put it right here, and he'd be fine because this guy can't see it. Let's just check his vision for a second. Yeah, so he can put a tank right there, and this guy won't even be able to see it. That's what I would do. Leapfrogging forward here, slowly but surely going to be moving into his opponent's base. Going to repair this tank and then cruise it right up to the high ground. Too many Vikings to deal with at this point. That is what the deal is. Now the base here for Vex, pretty stinking solid. Oh, look at that. Memory. That's smart. Going to go ahead and force a second. I think this is a great move. I mean, he's got to get some more mining done. Oof, just not enough. Repairs going down on these Vikings, but man, these guys can almost one-shot a Viking there. Leapfrogging forward here yet again. Memory just in a lot of trouble. This attack from Vex just sticking. I mean, he is just consistently obliterating everything that comes his way. Units lost shows that indeed Memory, way behind there, is working on this. I mean, this expand I think was the best possible move he could do. My goodness, this is sure costing him a lot of mining time. Here comes the push. Is he going to be able to make this happen? All these SCVs absolutely evaporating underneath that tank fire. And too many units still on the map for Vex. And there's the GG from Memory. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Vex taking down this tournament. Phenomenal play from this individual, and Memory as well. Tons of fun to watch him, and thank you to him for coming out and playing, taking the time to do that. We sure appreciate everyone who's played in the tournament tonight. Let's all give Vex a big fat high five when you see that guy hanging out in the channels and such as that, and we'll be asking him whether or not he's going to double next week or take home his prize tonight. Thanks again. We'll see you guys next time.